All right. This meeting got it.
That's like a lady. I feel like fuck it. Back me in the bed, feel like fuck it. Hey.
A crazy weekend.
All right.
Fuck it. Get ready before we talk these pips.
Oh, Jack boy, free little Kodak. Pretty Jack boy, for his Rolex. Wait, what he say? And they took his shit, but they gonna say they stole it. Now you popping this and popping like you rolling. Hey man, this weekend's been lit, bro. Oh man, see, look, hey, this is a live stream, man. The fans get to see what the fuck we be doing before the episode.
Yeah, for at least get the little behind the scenes.
I'm telling you, the reason why we covered in this bitch lit every episode, bro. But hey man, I think the name of this shit, when we have like the precaps, the pre-games and all this, I think we should call it the roll up, because that's what I'm doing, rolling up.
The roll up, yeah, for it. No, that's good. Right before that slow burn game you about to watch.
Yeah, that slow burn game. Oh, hold up, my dog Jack boy finna got in this. Get that. Hold up, take a second, Lucy, let me pop my shit now. I be fucking what I flossed up. Yeah, don't remember cost now. I'm doing a burger, these are specialized and kick those. Should be busting more than nymphos. You can sit your room. Hit a lick with whoopie whoop.
All right. Just got those.
Don't talk to me about no lick if you ain't on that. On the phone with the Jack boy, free little Kodak, and they heard they Jack boy, all that, and they took his shit, he gonna say they stole it.
Did you see the 49ers, what music they came out to?
What they came out to?
We could have been superstars.
Oh no!
But that was in the tunnel walking up, and they were just like, you should have known right at this moment that the 49ers are gonna win the game. And then another one was like, this is why the Cowboys lost the game, and it was like, oh, Kanye versus Drake, and like all of them, like 18 players, all 18 said Drake, and they're just like, this is why the Cowboys lost.
That's what they was listening to before. They was listening to that. Kiki, do you love me? Oh, you riding? Head ass. Kiki don't love you, nigga. That Kiki don't fuck with you, man. I'm gonna let you.
Well, all the links have been sent. It's already 8:01. It's getting closer to kickoff, so I think it's about time we get the show on the road, Kev.
Hey man, hey, this the Totally Blitz live. We gonna call this the roll up. Hey man, I appreciate anybody that stepped out real quick to come watch us roll up real quick before the game. Cause boy, we got us a heater on our hands. Even though we already seen it twice, we got a heater on our hands.
Yeah, the Monday Night Football is gonna be crazy. We got the third time these two NFC West teams are meeting this year. Rams versus Cardinals. You got the young Buck and Kyler versus the old G Matthew Stafford. But before we jump into those games, Kev, give a little teaser for our recap. Like, how you feeling? Like, what games that's already passed this weekend that's caught your eye, or there's something you want to say?
See, I gotta turn the light off, kid, because I was a witness to some crazy shit, man. I watched the fucking Cowboys, Dallas, Jerry Jones, Mike, Kellen Moore. Like these are people I thought were geniuses when it came to the football, the game of the football. Oh man, I watched them boys go out there and really, really lay an egg. You can't really tell 23-17, the last play and all the foolishness, they had a chance to win. But if that Cowboys defense didn't stop the 49ers to field goals, keeping Robbie Gould in the game, and if they didn't keep that special teams in the game, they would have ran away with that shit like 35-7, 35-10. Like if the 49ers could have ran the ball and controlled the clock like they like to, Oh, they would have ran away with that game. That shit was embarrassing, kid. And like it really just upset me. I was like, damn, can you really not bet on Dallas in the playoffs? Like, I done seen Dallas have a good season and go boof in the playoffs. I done seen Dallas go have a good season and get fucked up by the refs in the playoffs. I didn't know Dallas can have a good season, almost beat the Bucks first game, have 3 50-point games, two of them back to back. Don't get them against some garbage, not garbage team, because I feel like it's the National Football League. A lot of teams. At the end of the day, Jaguars beat the Colts, so garbage doesn't really mean nothing. But it's just like two teams that aren't at the two teams that aren't in the playoffs right now. That's the best way to explain it. And y'all still came through to the playoffs and laid an egg, and I'm just sitting here like, God damn, what we got to do?
And with all those stars.
Facts. Like, and everybody got paid. Everybody that got paid didn't show up. Well, Coop scored a touchdown. He did his thing. Dak threw 254, but at the end of the day, like, that wasn't enough. Zeke, 30. Tony Pollard, 20. Like, these are not numbers. 14, the Totally Blitz podcast tweeted this out. 14 penalties will not get you a playoff win. Like, these are facts.
Not at all.
Like, these are just facts. And like, the more than anything, like, y'all let Stephen A. laugh at y'all. Stephen A.
Constantly too, throughout the years, decades now.
This man over here dying. You see the Cowboys fans looking like some Falcons fans or something. I swear, they was in there just shocked, and I was just like, I don't think I could ever bet on y'all in the playoffs ever. Like, y'all was just like, don't like to win in the playoffs. Like,
yeah.
You seen the graphic when they showed up all the quarterbacks with like 4 wins versus the Cowboys 3 wins.
Yep. The Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez.
No, there's quite a few names on that list, but this is something I've been saying all year with the Cowboys. Time management is something to keep an eye on. They burnt them throughout the season, and I've been saying if you don't clean up, it's gonna burn you. Like even if you're winning these close games, you're gonna get burned somewhere down the line. And being in the playoffs, that's Cowboys fashion. And I'm gonna save a few things. You hit on the penalties. I have a few things I'm gonna save for the actual recap episode. I can go real deep into that. But one big thing I had a big issue with is they went away from the run game. Like Zeke is getting all that money. I know he's a little banged up. You have Tony Pollard, but the 49ers controlled the possession of the whole game. They controlled the clock. They ran it down your throat. They played physical football, and that's something the Cowboys couldn't do. Like I think had 18 carries as a team, and I know Zeke's making 20-something million a year, and it just gave the 49ers pass rushers all day. Like, oh, we don't have to worry about stopping the run. We can just sprint forward. We don't have to have a moment's hesitation in that like first second in the trenches. Oh, fuck yeah. That's why they got 4 or 5 sacks. I don't even have the number in front of me, but it was a tough day to be a Cowboys fan, especially to go out the way they did. Good game choice, by the way. That was one of the closer games. My pick for a game that caught my eye. It isn't a close one. It was the Bills blowing the fucking brakes off of the Patriots. It was fun watching the Bills beat Bill. Too many weapons for Belichick to just stop one guy. I think Diggs didn't have a great game, but Knox did. Singletary did. Josh Allen did. The Bills as an offense, as a team did.
Micah Hyde did. You called that shit. You said those
safeties.
Those safeties was gonna do their thing. You said that shit.
Yeah, they didn't make the Pro Bowl, but they made the All Pro, the AP, and to me that matters a lot more. And it's usually a lot less unbiased with that one. But hey, the defense did exactly what I thought they'd do to a rookie quarterback, and they stopped the run game, which I thought they would do. That's the Patriots' whole offense. You can't rely on a rookie quarterback. They relied on Damian Harris or Ron Stevenson, but that front, not even front 7, it was like a front 4. They didn't have to worry about nothing. Like they just stopped that shit. And shout out FanDuel. I placed 80th out of 40,000 people in one of their competitions for that game. Yeah, in that game particularly, and it won me a few dollars.
That boy Paul, top 80, man. But hey, remember, it's not first, you live.
Yeah, that's true. No, it was like top 80th, but it was more like a tie for 5th because like the top 1 was like 20 people tied for first. The second, it was like everyone's won by like 1 point off, so it was like real close. And then another thing, that was my good thing for the weekend. My bad thing for the weekend was I almost put money on Elijah Mitchell to lead all rushers in the playoffs at 1,300, at plus 1,300. It was super long shot, and I knew he could do it if the 49ers could at least get – it's all about how many games you played. Like, as long as you get a few games under your belt, you will lead all rushers or passing. Like the Aaron Rodgers, he might not lead because he has a first-round bye. But you want a team that's going to play a lot of games or go deep.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, so that's why I thought Elijah Mitchell might do it. Plus at 1,300, like plus 1,300, insane odds. I didn't pull the trigger, and now he's the favorite to win it. So and now it ain't even worth betting. So like I should have did it.
Damn, kid. I think Josh Allen and the boys went crazy. This game was the first ever perfect football game, I believe. They said they didn't punt it, they didn't turn it over, they didn't do none of that shit. They just played the perfect game of offense, scored every drive, and like that's scary. Like I don't think nobody want to see them boys. Like with the Colts not being there, like the Bills don't really got too many people to match up with them boys in the AFC right now. So like that commanding win against a team that people thought. I want to say people say that y'all figured out, but like a team that's supposed to compete with you, rival with you, the team that almost beat you out for number one in the division, they were close, and like it was a learning experience for the Patriots. But I'm not gonna hold you; they learned how to get fucked up. Like the Josh Allen did threw 5 touchdowns. Like them boys wasn't fucking off even slightly.
4 incompletions, 5 touchdowns. Like that. That's absolutely nuts.
That shit's insane. That was a good game though. I enjoyed watching that game. I enjoyed watching Bill get his ass beat because like it doesn't happen a lot.
And this isn't just this one game. I looked back into it. I did a little research. I went down to box scores. They were averaging 32 points a game in their last 6, including this game. So they're leading up. They've been putting up a lot of points. And the one game where they didn't average, they didn't put up anything close to 32, was the Blizzard Bowl. So if you want to take that one out, the game before the Blizzard Bowl, they put up like 34. So like the trend's gone for 7 games strong if you're not counting the Blizzard Bowl. So like this team got hot early in the season after getting beat, kind of cooled down midway, but then they found their swagger, and now here they are fucking steamrolling teams.
Hey, man, that's the team to beat right now. And, like, you asked me the other day about dark horses and stuff like that. I don't want to call them a dark horse, but I'll call them a Mustang. I'll call them boys. I'll call them boys stallions. Like, them boys is like, and they'll be.
I think that was with you then. I brought up the dark horse thing. I didn't know if that was with you or with Kyle, but the team that I said was the 49ers. And like, if they play like they do this team, they can knock. Like, this is the 2019 run all over again.
And they match up well with the Packers. They match up really well. That's why maybe that's why I wanted the Cowboys to win. I'll be thinking because like maybe I didn't want to deal with that matchup.
Yeah. But Aaron's favorite team growing up, too, was the 49ers, which adds a little extra.
Yeah, that boy from California. But we got 5 minutes till game time, man. How you feeling about this game tonight?
I'm not going to lie. I'm glad we did this call because me and you both were on the Rams, going hard on the – not going hard, but me and you both were pro Rams. I'm gonna ask right now, is it okay if I switch my pick to the Cardinals?
You got till kickoff.
All right, I'm taking the Cardinals here. My line of thinking is I still think the Rams are the better team. Cooper Kupp, no answers for him. And I don't think Stafford's going to throw a pick 6 or anything. It's just underdogs tip. There's usually there hasn't been no dogs to win. No dogs are barking, only one underdog won. And that's my gut is telling me this is a too close of a matchup for like one team to get outclassed. Let me go with the dog here. Who's good on the road?
I like that you brought that up because the only underdog was the fucking 49ers. And guess what? Everybody picked that underdog. Like, that's another reason I didn't pick the 49ers because motherfucking hammered down in the boys. They put 5,000 on the 49ers for no reason. They said they was talking to the FanDuel exactly. He said he likes that. They was like, bet. And I was like, still the FanDuel people want us to lose so they could keep our money? And I was just like,
it's a weird business.
Yeah, like, CBS, they said the same thing. Yeah, but nah, that was – so, yeah, that's a good change of the pick. I appreciate that because we're kind of tied right now. So, with this will break the tie.
Also, the last time I did this was when the Ravens played the Raiders week 1. And I was just like, let me take the Raiders just because there's too many non-dogs winning.
I respect it. Motherfucking. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to stay with the Rams because I just trust that defense. It says Mr. Free Points, Matty Stafford, like Mr. Free Points.
Even with both of their leading tacklers out, both safeties are out. They had to go get Eric Weddle, who ain't playing in 2 years, and he's going to be back there at safety for like not all the snaps, but they're just hurt.
I trust this team, especially since they just lost to the 49ers, and I just seen how good the 49ers are. So True. I'm looking like okay, I respect that loss a little bit more, and I'm gonna stay with the Rams, man. I like them boys to I like them to just control the momentum of the game over Kyler and them. Because Kyler and them can get hot and they can score in seconds. They can get maybe big plays, break for 50 yards, 40 yards, throw it up for 25, 30. They still got threats and weapons, but it's like I trust Matty Stafford. I don't like them to get the run game going off real, but I just trust him to understand, like, yo, this is the playoffs. I've never won in the playoffs before. Let me get this monkey off my back. Let me be smooth. Let me not do a whole bunch of crazy extra shit. I got the team that's done this before. They've been here a few times before. And above all, a lot of the people on that team was on that same team that lost to Brady in the Super Bowl. So I'm just be looking like, okay, if there was one team that I could say has a little more experience, I like the Rams over the Cardinals. I wish I had thought about that when I thought the Cowboys versus the 49ers. Like they like not just playoff experience, but playoff winning experience. You got to do that shit in the playoffs if we want to be there. So
I like that point with the monkey off the back. I think Stafford is not a bum quarterback, and he knows it himself. Like, if I don't want to be considered a bum quarterback who never won a playoff game, I got to at least win one.
But yeah, man, this is Gucci, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. We got 1 minute till game time. It sounds like Gigi in the background. She ready to go. She ready for the game.
Yeah, she's getting out the bathtub.
She living her best life, man. But hey, man, this has been the roll up, man. This is one of our pre-game session, man. We're gonna start doing this from more on, even though the season's almost over. But we're gonna start doing this more often. But we appreciate anybody that stopped in to check us out, anybody that watched it on the replay, and we're gonna have more for y'all boys in the post game. Fuck what you heard. So look, I done rolled up. I'm finna pack the biz on, and we finna get this game cracking, man.
Already going, boys.
It's Monday Night Football. Dun, 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 dun. Paul, you got any words for him?
Last thing I want to say is Bills versus Chiefs come next week, bro. That's just gonna be a fucking banger. This week's been crazy. The Steelers got the fucking brakes blown off them. So did the Patriots. It's the end of some eras, and it's gonna be a start of some new ones. So catch y'all in the post game, and then catch y'all sometime during this week.
And if you got something to smoke, put it in the air, kid. I don't know what you're holding it for, man. Fuck. Hey, if you're waiting for somebody to get off of work, just smoke without them and make that person get some weed on their way back. That's what I'd be doing.
Genius, man. Twice, 2 smokes in one day.
I'm telling you, man. But all right, y'all boys, this has been a totally blitzed episode of the Roll Up Pre-Game.